given y is equal to square root 1 minus x by 1 plus x. You have to show that 1 minus x squared dy dx is equal to plus y is equal to 0. Okay, that is what you have to show here. Okay, now we'll start with y. That is, I can write y as root 1 minus x by 1 plus x, root 1 plus x. And root 1 minus x can be written as 1 minus x to the power of half. And 1 plus x can be written as 1 plus x to the power of half. Okay, now we can use conveniently use our u by v rule to find out dy dx. So therefore, dy dx is ddx 1 minus x to the power of half divided by 1 plus x to the power of half. Okay, we use the u by v rule. V, which is 1 plus x to the power of half, into ddx of u, 1 minus x to the power of half, minus u, which is 1 minus x to the power of half, into ddx of v, which is 1 plus x to the power of half, divided by square of the denominator, 1 plus x to the power of half square. Okay, so we get here 1 plus x to the power of half. And if you see, in order to differentiate this, what is the rule that we apply? ddx ax plus, let me write the rule here to remind you, ddx ax plus b to the power of n is equal to n into ax plus b to the power of n minus 1 into a, right? This is the rule that I had told you. So if you want to differentiate this, a here is minus 1, coefficient of x, right? And n here is half. So we can write this as half into 1 minus x to the power of half minus 1 into the coefficient of x, which is minus 1, right? Minus, we have 1 minus x to the power of half. And similarly here you differentiate, you get half into 1 plus x to the power of half minus 1 into ddx of into the coefficient of x, which is simply 1. We don't write that, divided by 1 plus x, right? Now we just need to simplify this a little. Okay, so you get minus half into 1 plus x to the power of half into 1 minus x to the power of half, right? Um, minus 1 minus x to the power of half into this, sorry, this is also a half here, and you have 1 plus x to the power of minus half, right? All divided by 1 plus x. And now you have, you can write this as, this is also minus half. This is also minus half, half minus 1 is minus half, right? Now what you can do here is, you can write this as minus half into 1 plus x to the power of half divided by 1 minus x to the power of half, right? And here you can write this as half 1 minus x to the power of half divided by 1 plus x to the power of half, right? Divided by 1 plus x, right? Now what can you do? Can you take the LCM in the numerator? Before taking the LCM, what you can do here is, you can take, I have 1 plus x, isn't it? In both the cases. First, let me check here. This is 1 plus, yes, so this is 1 plus x. Yes. You can take the LCM here. You can take minus half out first. And if you take the LCM here in the numerator, you get 1 minus x to the power of half into 1 plus x to the power of half. This is the LCM. And in the numerator, you will get 1 plus x to the power of half into 1 plus x to the power of half, which is simply 1 plus x, right? Minus. Similarly, here you are going to simply going to get 1 minus x divided by 1 plus x, right? Okay. So here I have minus half into 1 plus x. If you open the brackets, 1 plus x minus 1 plus x divided by, and the denominator, what do I have? I can combine and write this as 1 minus x into 1 plus x to the power of half. Let me give a box bracket here. You can write this as 1 plus x into 1 minus x to the power of half. And this entire thing should be divided by 1 plus x. So what you get here is this plus 1 and this minus 1 is going to cancel. And you're going to get minus half into 2x by 1 minus x square, because 1 plus x into 1 minus x is 1 minus x square, the power of half, divided by 1 plus x, right? So again, this will cancel. So what you are going to get here is minus x by 1 minus x square to the power of half into 1 plus x. This is the value of dy dx that you are getting. Okay. Okay, since I have taken the small error that I have committed, that is when I am taking because I have a minus here and minus here. If I'm taking a minus half here, this should become a plus sign, and therefore when I open the bracket, this will become plus, and this should become a minus, right? So that x will cancel and not 1. 1 plus x plus 1 minus x, so that this x will cancel. So you have no x here. Only 2 will cancel, and so that here also you will have only 1. Okay, this is the value of dy dx that you are getting. Now we would like to show that 1 minus x squared. Yes, you can hear me properly. Is there any network issue that you are facing?
Sir, now we can hear you.
You can hear me clearly now.
Yes, sir.
Earlier it was a problem, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. This is the value of dy dx that we are getting, and what we need to show here, we need to show that 1 minus x squared dy dx plus y is equal to 0. So we start from the left hand side. LHS is equal to 1 minus x squared dy dx plus y. Okay, so this is 1 minus x square. Okay, and dy dx, put the value here, minus 1 by 1 minus x square to the power of half into 1 plus x, right? And you have plus y. What is the value of y here? Root 1 minus x by 1 plus x, or you can write this way also, 1 minus x to the power of half by 1 plus x to the power of half. the power of half, right? Now see here, 1 minus x square, this is to the power of 1. So you can take this to the numerator to get 1 minus x square to the power of 1 minus half divided by 1 plus x plus, and you write this as it is, 1 minus x to the power of half divided by 1 plus x to the power of half. So what you get here? You get minus 1 minus x square to the power of half divided by 1 plus x plus 1 minus x to the power of half divided by 1 plus x to the power of half, right? So now if you see in the numerator, you have 1 minus x squared to the power of half, which can also be written as 1 plus x into 1 minus x to the power of half divided by 1 plus x plus 1 minus x to the power of half divided by 1 plus x to the power of half, right? So now which can now be written as minus 1 plus x to the power of half into 1 minus x to the power of half divided by 1 plus x plus 1 minus x to the power of half divided by 1 plus x to the power of half, right? So now what do you have? You have C 1 plus x you have here and you have here. That means you can write this as 1 minus x to the power of half divided by 1 plus x to the power of 1 minus half, right? Because you have 1 plus x to the power of half in the numerator plus 1 minus x to the power of half divided by 1 plus x to the power of half. So what are you getting here? Minus 1 minus x to the power of half divided by 1 plus x to the power of half plus 1 minus x to the power of half divided by 1 plus x to the power of half. So these two, they cancel each other and therefore you get 0 is equal to the right hand side. Okay. We'll continue with the next problem then. Okay, the next problem here is question number 6. The question is given that y is equal to 3x square minus 1 plus 2x minus 1 whole cube, 3x minus 1 whole square plus 2x minus 1 whole cube. Find dy dx and the points on the curve for which dy dx is equal to 0. So let's write here first, given y is equal to 3x minus 1 whole square plus 2x minus 1 whole cube. We first need to find out dy dx. So therefore dy dx is equal to ddx of all this 3x minus 1 whole square plus 2x minus 1 whole cube. Now you split this differentiation into two parts, ddx 3x minus 1 whole square plus ddx 2x minus 1 whole cube, right? Now how will you differentiate? ddx ax plus b to the power of n was a into ax plus b to the power of n minus 1 into the coefficient of x, which is 3, right? And similarly here, you have 3 into 2x minus 1 to the power of 3 minus 1 into the coefficient of x, which is 2, right? They have 6 into 3x minus 1 plus 6 into 2x minus 1 square, right? Now we want to find out the points for which dy dx is equal to 1, but dy dx is equal to 0, right? So we simplify this a little. We get 6 into 3x minus 1 plus 6 into, expand this by a plus b whole square. You get 4x square plus 1 minus 4x. So you get here 18x minus 6 plus 24x square plus 6 minus 24x, right? We get here 24x square plus 6 and minus 6 will cancel each other. So you get 24x square minus 6x, from which you can now take 6x common to get 4x minus 1. So this is the value of dy dx after full simplification. And the question is, find the points on the curve for which dy dx is equal to 0. So now dy dx is equal to 0 means 6x into 4x minus 1 must be equal to 0. That means either 6x is equal to 0 or 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. That means either x is equal to 0 or x is equal to 1/4, right? Now you need to find out the points on this curve, right? So these two, these values of x will give you the x coordinate of the points on the curve. How to find out the y coordinate? At x is equal to 0, put the value of the x coordinate in the equation of this curve. Y is equal to, you have what? 3 into 3x minus 1. So 3 into 0 minus 1 square plus, and what is the other one? 2x minus 1 whole cube. So 2 into 0 minus 1 whole cube, right? So you get here minus 1 square plus minus 1 cube, which is 1 minus 1, which is 0, right? So one point is, let's say the first point for which dy dx is equal to 0 is on the curve for which dy dx is equal to 0 is x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. This is one point. But what the other point? Same we do for the other point also. At x is equal to 1/4. You get y is equal to 3 into 1/4 minus 1 square plus 2 into 1/4 minus 1 cube, right? You can simplify this to get minus 1 by 16. So what is the second point on the curve for which dy dx is equal to 0 is 1/4 minus 1 by 16. Right. Now I have a question for you. What do you mean by dy dx is equal to 0? Can you tell me? What do you mean by dy dx is equal to 0? What do you mean by dy dx is equal to 0? Yes, Piyush,
Sir, it is.
tell me. When I say for a
Sir,
curve,
sir,
go ahead.
sir, the differentiation of, sir, the slope of the curve.
Slope of the tangent. Slope of the
Yes,
tangent
the
at this
slope of the.
point is equal to 0. So when I say dy dx at 0, 0 is 0, I mean slope of the tangent drawn at this point must be equal to 0. Similarly, the slope of the tangent drawn at this point must be equal to 0. That is what I mean, right? So you are on the right track. Last question from this exercise. Very similar question for the second last question. Okay. Number 7. Given y is equal to x square plus 2, x square plus 3 divided by x square plus 2x. You need to find dy dx at x is equal to 1. Okay. So how to find dy dx? U by v rule. So dy dx is equal to ddx of x square plus 3 divided by x square plus 2x. Now apply the u by v rule. V into the differentiation of u minus u into the differentiation of v divided by square of the denominator, right? Now we are going to carry out the differentiation after the application of the u by v rule. So you get x square plus 2x, and here you have split the differentiation. You have ddx of x square plus ddx of 3 minus, and you have x square plus 3 as it is, and then you split this up. You get ddx x square plus ddx 2x. ddx 2x, 2 is a constant. You can write this as twice ddx of x, right? Whole divided by x square plus 2x square. Now simplify this. You get x square plus 2x. ddx x square is 2x, and ddx of 3 is 0. So let's write simply as 2x minus, you have x square plus 3, and ddx x square is 2x plus 2 ddx x is 1. So you simply have a 2 here divided by x square plus 2x whole square. Okay. So now you can simplify this a little to get 2x cube plus 4x square minus, and you can multiply these two to get 2x cube plus 2x square plus 6x plus 6 divided by x square plus 2x whole square. Now you open the brackets. 2x cube plus 4x square minus 2x cube minus 2x square minus 6x minus 6 divided by x square plus 2x square. So 2x cube and 2x cube are going to cancel here, right? And you have 4x square minus 2x square, which is 2x square. And write minus 6x as it is, and you have a minus 6 divided by x square plus 2x square. Now you can also take 2 common to write this as x square minus 3x minus 3 divided by x square plus 2x square. This is the value of dy dx. Now what do you have to find here? You have to find out the value of dy dx at x is equal to 1. So dy dx at x is equal to 1 is also written as, mathematically, you can learn this notation. Dy dx at x is equal to 1 is also written as dy dx. This is the notation, okay, at x is equal to 1. So what is the value of dy dx here? This, you can put the value twice 1 square minus 3x minus 3 divided by 1 square plus 2 into 1 square. So you get here twice, sorry, this is 3 into 1, right? So you get twice 1 minus 6 divided by 3 square. You get 2 into minus 5 by 9. So you get minus 10 by 9. And that is the value of dy dx at x is equal to 1. Okay. So can we proceed with the next question then? Last question of this exercise, number 8. Question is, find the coordinates of the points on the curve y is equal to x by 1 minus x square for which dy dx is equal to 1. So given equation of the curve is phi is equal to x by 1 minus x squared. You need to find all the points on the curve for which dy dx is equal to 1. That is, slope of the tangent at these points must be equal to 1. Okay. So let's first find out dy dx. Dy dx is ddx x by 1 minus x square. Right? Apply u by v rule here. So v ddx of u minus u ddx of v divided by v square. Okay. Simplify this. So you get 1 minus x square. ddx of x is 1. So you don't need to do anything here. Minus 1 minus x square. I'm sorry. This is v ddx of u minus u. This should be x. And this should be 1 minus x square. X into ddx 1 minus x square. Right? So now this should be x into ddx 1 minus x square is ddx 1 minus ddx x square divided by 1 minus x square whole square, which is equal to 1 minus x square minus x ddx 1 is 0, right? And ddx of so this is 0 minus, and ddx x square is 2 minus 2x. So 0 minus 2x will simply give you minus 2x, right? Divided by 1 minus x square whole square. To get here 1 minus x square plus 2x square divided by 1 minus x square whole square. So you get 1 plus x square by 1 minus x square whole square, right? Now, what are the points that you need to find out? Value of dy dx here is, at these points, is 1. So now dy dx is equal to 1 means 1 plus x square by 1 minus x square whole square must be equal to 1. That means 1 plus x square must be equal to 1 minus x square whole square. That means 1 plus x square. Now expand this by a plus b whole square. So you get 1 plus x to the power of 4 minus 2x square. Right? So what do you get here? You take everything to one side. You get x to the power of 4 minus 2x square minus x square plus 1 and minus 1 is equal to 0. So this two cancel. So you simply get x to the power of 4 minus 3x square is equal to 0. So you get here x square into x square minus 3 is equal to 0. So you get either x square is equal to 0, or you get x square minus 3 is equal to 0. That means you get either x is equal to 0, or you get x is equal to plus or minus root 3, right? X square is equal to 3 means x is equal to plus or minus root 3. So how many points are you getting? Or how many x coordinates you're getting? You're getting 3 x coordinates. X is equal to 0, x is equal to plus 3, x is equal to minus 3. And how do you get the y coordinate? Put it in the equation of the curve. For x is equal to 0, what is the equation of the curve here? Y is equal to x by 1 minus x square. Y is equal to 0 by 1 minus 0 square, right? You get 0. So first point for which dy dx is equal to 0, is equal to 1 in fact, is the origin, 0, 0. For x is equal to root 3, what is the value of y? Y is equal to, again put it in the equation of the curve. Equation of the curve is x by 1 minus x square. So x by 1 minus x square. Okay, which is equal to root 3 by 1 minus 3, which is equal to minus root 3 by 2. So the second point for which dy dx is equal to 1 is root 3 comma minus root 3 by 2. And third point is x coordinate is minus root 3. Therefore, the y coordinate will be minus root 3 divided by 1 minus of minus root 3 square. So this you are going to get as root 3 by 2 plus root 3 by 2. So what is the third point? Third point for which dy dx is equal to 1 is minus root 3 comma plus root 3 by 2. So what are the points for which dy dx is equal to 1? This point, this point, and this point. You're getting 3 points for which dy dx is equal to 1. Okay. Okay, so I'll stop here. Okay.